It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll get to see a battle for conference superiority. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles under the lights on Thursday night.
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
The city of brotherly love getting hit with some snow here as we get set to play. And away we go at the link. McCole Hardman now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
A give to Pacheco to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
A second down run by Pacheco. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He has the first over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Their opening drive continues. 1st and 10 now from the 39. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First down throw, Mahomes. Finds his man, it's Worthy. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
One of the tight ends motioning left. First and 10, it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Second down now, 7 to go. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He brings it in. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Third and short, here's Mahomes. This one's caught.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th. They'll go, it's Mahomes. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in. But it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him, and he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This one finds Goddard. And he gets this one up to the 10-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Throwing here, Hurts. That's into the hands of Barkley. This gets out past the 20. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
All set up now for 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Something he does so well, Nick Bolton making the stop.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 31. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running with it. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Offense marching it downfield on their opening drive. Here's a 1st and 10 from the 47. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Has a lane inside the 35. And they finally get to him at the 15. Give him 32 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Goddard makes the catch. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. The 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now. They motion the tight end over. He'll take the option to the right on 2nd down. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Has it down close. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all set for the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Now for the second time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Mahomes now. On target to Worthy. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of one. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to the link right after this. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They still have 10 to go here. It's second down. Blitz coming. Mahomes. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
The Chiefs looking to punt on fourth down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. And he sends it up amongst the flurries of snow. And he's there to make the fair catch right at the 10-yard line. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. He cuts it to the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the second level and beyond.
First down throwing for Hurts. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A strong 9-yard effort there, Brock, and it brings up 3rd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. And he sends it up amongst the flurries of snow. And he locates the ball amid the flurries of snow to make the fair catch. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking it in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the 1st down like they did, and the new set of downs to work with.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 31-yard play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Fits it through the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Kansas City. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for him.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Snowy weather, no problem for him on that point after. And the Chiefs tie this game 7-7. Reed now to kick this one away. On the return, Britton Covey. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. First and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon, they're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Receiver in motion, going left. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Stopped on the play by Big Chris Jones. They managed a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st down, Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. And now they face 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And this one does not go far. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
He's on the move. Oh, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Chiefs. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
There are so many fundamental details played the quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field, you gotta have the fundamentals to tuck that ball away. QB doesn't, defender knocks it out. Huge turn of events.
The Chiefs offense out to take over. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. He'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
The Eagles returning their offense and this running back to the field. They'll get it right at midfield following the INT. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Option play, they give it to Barkley. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Takes off right out of the read option. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Justin Reed with the tackle. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
From the pistol, Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Hurts now from the gun. Taken in by Smith. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Oh, he nearly reeled that in, as close as you can get, but just an exciting incompletion.
Well, he had the space from the defender and the concentration to make a great catch. What he didn't have was enough end zone real estate. That's just a very, very exciting incompletion.
Toss play to Barkley. And he's able to rip off a chunk of red zone yardage to the 10. It's a gain of 8, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. 3rd and just 2 to go. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Escapes the pocket. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Hurts setting up to throw. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles get some late points and the lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Elliott on now to attempt a point after. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. pitch, all set for the kickoff. Hardman with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And a man is there to knock that away. Trying to force one through there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Dumps it off to his running back. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Again, Mahomes to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Throwing again, Mahomes. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Play action, Mahomes. He's going deep. He's got it deep downfield. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. Well, no doubt about it, Brock. That was a route they worked on in practice, and it manifested in a touchdown with the downs counted here.
And no doubt about it, Kate, you grew up watching and celebrating Jerry Rice running that exact route, didn't you?
Yes, sir. You know it. You know it.
He was so good at it. Every receiver could do it some of the time, but Jerry and the best of them, they do it all the time, just like that one right there.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the Chiefs tie things up at 14. Reed now to kick this one away. Covey now to return this. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The home teams back out on offense. They're running back headed out once again. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. We've hit halftime, all tied up thanks to that late touchdown. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
The big story thus far has really been the snow. It's made footing treacherous. And if the forecast holds, it's only going to get worse. But I can tell you as a fan, these are the games you love to watch.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running is Barkley. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs, but not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
Chiefs in a nickel set for this 3rd down call. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. They connect on the deep shot. And he works this to the 38 before going down. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Handoff headed right, Barkley. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Stopped on the play by big Chris Jones. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. go to Barkley again. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Extra man in the secondary now for the Chiefs on 3rd down. Now Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
The throw is caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Second and 3 now. Pressure coming, and it's Hurts. He's got it! And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
You know, we do enough of these games, Kate, and I am a big fan of creativity. And the QBs today are some of the best to ever do it. But that's a situation where you got to know on 1st down, it's not time to be creative, especially if you feel the heat coming defensively. Just find a way to throw that sucker in the 1st row.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7. Here's Barkley. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Hurts to throw. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they are the quickest reactions as well. He needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
A 22-yard attempt.
The kick by Hopkins is good. And they've taken back the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Hardman with a return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns. Good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can. Putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Rice, the motion man right. And that's good for a gain of 5. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. A counter give here to Pacheco. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, but did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Rice pulls it in along the sideline. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Pacheco gets it from the gun. Across midfield to the 45. And he's finally taken down at the 39-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Brought down by Jalen Carter.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Blitz coming, Mahomes. Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So 2nd down coming up.
You know, down here in the red zone where there's a touchdown on the line, you really want to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender. Make sure you know where that throw is going and get in position to swat it away. That is well done.
Another throw for Mahomes. Escapes out to the left. And he breaks out the slide. Didn't want to take a hit, but he is just shy of the first down marker.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Third and short. Here's Mahomes. This one's caught. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grab the lead on their first series of the half. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Butker to try the point after. Snowy weather, no problem for him on that point after. And the Chiefs take a 4-point lead.
Eagles 17.
Reed now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 9. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10, here's Hurts. He beams one deep right side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Hurts now from the gun. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. On third down, it's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
This guy, Kate, he can create. He really is good out there. He's skilled when it comes to getting outside the pocket, which makes it all the more impressive. They contained him so well when he was clearly looking to generate something with his legs.
The Eagles are in punt formation. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Officially a 55-yard launch. And they're going to take over possession. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Mahomes on first and 10. On target to Worthy. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. We've reached the end of the third quarter on this Thursday night. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 39. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
New set of downs for him from the 46. From the gun, Piron. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Mahomes here from the gun on 3rd down. Kelsey makes the catch. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs now lead by 10. Travis Kelsey the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer? Nobody.
Butker to try the point after. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Chiefs drive their lead to 11.
17.
Reed now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Ball at the 33 for first down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. From the 43. Able to get it to Barkley. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Running right, it's Barkley. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Second and 10 now. Flushed out of the pocket. He takes it himself. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
On the move, headed right. Took off with it again. And he drives this forward to the 6. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him around 3 yards, and it sets him up with 3rd and goal from the 2.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
They're going to try to run it in, Barkley. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles now within 1 score in the 4th. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
A big spot for the Eagles now as they go for 2.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point.
He's throwing for it! And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Gonna need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. He fields it from the 8. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Chiefs ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. First and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. It's Pacheco again. And he's downed after getting us up to the 41. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Finds his man, it's Worthy. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Chiefs leading by 5. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Right back to Pacheco. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. Ball at the 33 for first down. They run with Pacheco. And they bring him down at the 25-yard line after surrendering some good yardage. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Motioning the tight end now. Back to Pacheco here on 2nd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. First down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee and let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And given the weather, I'm not sure we expected to see quite as much offense as we did, Brock. Credit both offenses for having a plan to deal with the snow, and of course to these guys for playing through that cold and leaving here with a victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Philadelphia.
Yo, that's Finn.
Yeah, I'm like that.
Bro, I'm telling you, the game god's looking like cheat codes.
That's no cheat code, baby. That's just you. The game is a mirror. Years of NFL data. Your play calls, your game.
Oh, yeah.
Madden's not fantasy. It's facts.
You know what?
Oh.
Let's get it.
Player, you just fumbled your own fade. Now you look crazy.
Madden NFL 26, built from real NFL data, built from Sundays.